I'll get this side.
That side?
The 8th grade class. Students, you may be seated. We practiced. Good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tiffany Robert, and I'm the principal here at Thornton Academy Middle School. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 16th annual Thornton Academy Middle School 8th grade celebration. I'd like to welcome a few special guests this evening. Welcome to our headmaster, Rainey Menard, administrators of Thornton Academy, trustees of Thornton Academy, faculty and staff of TAMS, and most importantly, the friends and family of these 8th grade students. We have gathered this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of these students and wish them luck as they embark on the next chapter of their educational careers. I'd like to start by welcoming 8th grade students Cameron Abbey, Emma Eukitis, and Libby Town to the front of the stage to sing the National Anthem. Students, would you please stand? Students, you may be seated. Thank you, Cam, Emma, and Libby. That was beautiful. This year, the 8th grade class was asked to vote on the graduation speaker. This year's graduation speaker is without a doubt a fan favorite at TAMS. He's dynamic, engaging, and always incorporates a lot of laughter into each and every lesson. Please help me welcome the 8th grade graduation speaker for the class of 2022, Mr. Robert Lapallo.
Good evening. My name is Bob Lapallo, and I teach 7th and 8th grade social studies here at TAMS, and I am truly honored and humbled to be celebrating these young adults here tonight. I'd like to thank Mrs. Robert, members of the administration, and the Board of Trustees who are in attendance tonight for this opportunity. I'd also like to recognize my colleagues for all their support, the families who have filled these seats for their partnership over the last years, and most importantly, Chef Tom, who dropped the petition that he started to recount the votes for faculty speaker. Members of the 8th grade class, thank you so much for electing me to speak to you tonight. I have to be honest, it's been a bit nerve-wracking preparing for this speech. Since finding out that I was going to speak here tonight, many students have come up with me with questions, comments, concerns. Are you going to tell a bunch of dad jokes? Make it short and don't bore us, Lopalo. But the most encouraging advice I received was from a student that I've taught for the past 2 years. She shared, "Class with you has never been dull. Just be yourself." I took this bit of advice to heart. Members of the 8th grade class, welcome to the last lecture of your middle school career. In order to ensure that you get the most of this final lesson and stay engaged, I'm providing you and some of the audience with these collector's editions TAMS 2022 8th grade celebration bingo boards that are being passed out by the shushers and my colleagues. Hopefully you got some pencils in there too. Those of you who have had me in class know that one of my primary beliefs is that you don't stop playing games when you get old. You get old when you stop playing games. Bingo check. Shares beliefs about games. Okay, so teaching point number 1. You are not a child. It may seem obvious, maybe even a bit silly, but in reality, there are many people in those seats who have spent the last few weeks reminiscing of you taking your first steps, learning to ride a bike, or getting on the bus for your first day of school. During their daydreams, hopefully not during my speech, they will eventually come to the realization that those children that they fondly remember from the past are going to be entering high school in a few short months. It's even probably difficult for you to comprehend, but you are no longer that young child playing hide-and-go-seek, covering your eyes thinking, if I don't see them, they can't see me. Instead, you're young adults that are on the beginning of a journey that will not be easy, but it will be so worth it. As you head down that path to adulthood, I would encourage you to be a few things. First, be yourself. Dr. Seuss wrote, "Today you are you. That is truer than true. There's no one alive who is youer than you." Please take the time to understand who you are, not the social media version, the true you. Next, be kind. All a person needs to do is spend some time scrolling through Twitter or watching the news on TV to see that we're in dire need of a refresher course on how to be kind and respectful to each other. I hope that you will take Gandhi's words to heart and be the change you want to see in others. Finally, be invested. Whether you're toting around a broom and dustpan at Funtown during your summer job, or chasing around an active 3-year-old cousin while babysitting, be the very best. Avoid the trap of always thinking that you're preparing for the next step. Instead, work at being invested in the moment and be the best sweeper or babysitter you can be. The saying goes, if you love your job, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Not to mention, if you're invested in the present, you will be ready to be a scarecrow in the future. Scarecrow, outstanding in the field. Reference to being a child, Gandhi quote, dad joke. Teaching point number 2, you are not special. Yet. I know that statement seems harsh, but let me explain. According to a quick Google search, next year over 600 million students will be attending secondary schools throughout the world. Over 50 million in the US. Hearing these numbers might make you feel overwhelmed. Don't be. In fact, take this opportunity as a challenge. Rise to the level of your competition. How do you do this? Let's take a look at an example. A young girl was walking along the beach upon which thousands of starfish had been washed up during a storm. When she came to each starfish, she'd pick it up, gently place it into the ocean. People watched her in amusement. She had been doing this, while she was doing this, a man approached. "Little girl, why are you doing this? Look at this beach. You can't save all these starfish. You can't begin to make a difference." The girl seemed crushed. But after a few moments, she bent down, picked up another starfish, and tossed it into the ocean as far as she could. She looked at the man and replied, "Made a difference for that one." The old man looked at the girl inquisitively and thought about what she had done and said. Inspired, the man joined the little girl in throwing starfish back into the sea. Soon others joined, and all the starfish were saved. Each and every one of you can be that special. It's not going to be easy. Nothing worth doing ever is. But you have it in you. Final teaching point. You are not alone. You might believe I'm going to tell you that you have many adults like parents, coaches, mentors, and teachers that will be there for you and stand by you as you go forward. You're right. I am. We are. In fact, I'd like to ask you all to stand up and give the parents, coaches, mentors, and teachers that are in attendance here tonight the ovation that they so deserve. Thank you. We didn't practice that. All right, standing ovation. All right, almost there. I also want to remind you that as we've learned in our globalization unit in 8th grade social studies, events rarely impact one person. For instance, a kind gesture by one person can spread throughout a classroom, a school, and a community. Think of it as a positive butterfly effect. Knowing that I have one final challenge for you. Unplug. Let's make this the summer of positive butterfly effects. Too many of us have needed to communicate and stay connected using technology during the past couple of years. Parents working from home, students learning online. This was a situation that was forced upon us. We don't need to do that any longer. All too often I'm seeing kids and adults glued to their iPhones, stressing about continuing a streak on Snapchat and believing that they know what's going on in the world because they saw a meme about it or that they watched a 30-second YouTube video. This is no way to live. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that we are social beings who thrive through social interactions. The same kind of interactions teach us respect, empathy, and compassion. So, before entering this campus as a member of the class of 2026, I beg you to unplug and enjoy the world around you. Yes. I am extremely confident that you won't be disappointed. In closing, I have some great news. You will not be tested over this information. And you don't have to complete this bingo board for homework. Instead, use your night to celebrate with family, friends, and your classmates. Accept the recognition that you deserve. The staff and your former social studies teacher is so proud of you. And we look forward to hearing all your great accomplishments and what you'll achieve in and out of the classroom in your future. Your summer will be, hold on one second. Dad joke reference. Selfie on stage. Bingo! Be safe, have fun, and thank you for inviting me to speak with you tonight. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Lopalo. We appreciate your words of wisdom and your humor, as always. A speech the 8th grade class will, without a doubt, not forget. So thank you, Mr. Lopalo. At this time, I'd like to ask that our chorus director, Mr. Aaron Henry, and his chorus students take center stage for a performance of Seasons of Love. Thank you to all of our chorus students. That was beautiful. I'd like to introduce to you now Mr. Agresti, our health and wellness teacher here at TAMS. He will be presenting the Carl J. Stasio Award, one of TAMS' greatest traditions.
Thank you, Mrs. Robert. Good evening. I am honored to be able to share a bit of history behind our most prestigious award. The Carl J. Stasio Award was created in an effort to honor our former headmaster, Mr. Carl J. Stasio. The award is titled, "It's All About Everything," as that was one of Mr. Stasio's core beliefs about education. Mr. Stasio was frequently reminding the faculty, staff, and students here at Thornton that education was more than just sitting in a classroom. A quote Mr. Stasio would often use was, "Sure, school is about curriculum, it's about the content, but it's also about nurturing our students. It's about celebrating the arts and athletics. Education is truly all about everything." In honor of Mr. Stasio's 26 years as headmaster of Thornton Academy, 6 of which I am proud to say included TAMS, I am honored to say that it has become a TAMS tradition to honor one student in the 8th grade class each year with the Carl J. Stasio It's All About Everything Award. Now, for the specific criteria for the award, 8th grade teachers select a student who fulfills the following criteria: exhibits strong academic drive across the curriculum, participates in activities that extend beyond the classroom, exemplifies the 4 pillars: respect, responsibility, compassion, and investment, and epitomizes what we believe a TAMS student can be. And this year, the TAMS 8th grade teachers selected a student who is one of the most invested students we've ever had, has a genuine love of learning, is a self-disciplined, diligent, courteous, team player who is confident and responsible, goes above and beyond with her academics and has taken classes at the upper school, is involved in our TAMS musicals in the Ogunquit Playhouse during summers and other theaters during school months, is a lover of birds and has dreams of becoming an ornithologist. She'll be participating in the Audubon's Coastal Maine Bird Camp for the 2nd summer, is a key member of the TAMS Honors Club, and above all else, she lives the TAMS pillars each and every day. The 2022 Carl J. Stasio Award recipient is the one and only Emma Utitis. Congratulations. I will take it.
Congratulations, Emma. We're very, very proud of you. And thank you, Mr. Agresti. The faculty and staff of Thornton Academy Middle School have prepared you for your transition to high school. During your time at TAMS, we taught you strategies to become lifelong learners. And tonight, because we are who we are and we frankly just can't help ourselves, we're going to sneak in a few more parting words of wisdom in addition to Mr. LaPaulo's. We hope you'll remember these words of wisdom as you embark on the next journey. These words of wisdom are printed on the back of your certificate that you'll be receiving shortly. So again, no test or quiz over these. You can just enjoy. I'd like to invite the faculty and staff of Thornton Academy Middle School up for the words of wisdom.
All right, guys, my advice to you is to find someone who will challenge you, who will demand more and better from you, who will accept nothing less, and be grateful that you have found them.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Dracup, and my words of wisdom, if I can find them, okay, come from an artist and activist, Faith Ringgold. And she's talking about art, but she's also talking about being who you are in the world. She says, you can't sit around and wait for somebody to say who you are. You need to write it and paint it and do it.
My parting thought for you, a lot simpler than that. When something big stands in your way, think of the triumph that waits on the other side.
Hi guys, I'm Miss True. And my words of wisdom are one of my all-time favorite quotes. It's, "We do not remember days, we remember moments." So as you go through life, you may not remember all of the days exactly, but collect the moments, and this is a big one.
Ooh. Hola, I'm Mrs. D'Ambrusi. Write your own story. Be a part of someone else's. Let others be a part of yours.
Good evening, I'm Mrs. Leverrier. These next few years of your life will be filled with change, all kinds of change. Embrace it and don't be afraid of it. All change is messy at the beginning and beautiful at the end.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Atmales. My words of wisdom come from the poet W.S. Merwin and a line of his, "What you remember saves you."
Hi, I'm Miss Carter. My words of wisdom to you all are to be open to new experiences and allow both your successes and your mistakes to illuminate your journey.
Hello, Mr. Agreski again. Somewhere inside, we hear a voice. It leads us in the direction of the person we wish to become, but it is up to us whether or not to follow.
Hello, I'm Miss True. In a world where you can be anything, be kind.
I'm Mr. LaPaulo, and I took my quote from one of my favorite movies, A League of Their Own. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
I'm Ms. Morris. Be observant, be curious, be involved, and always be present, because you matter.
Good evening. I'm Ms. Cooney. I'm Mrs. LeBrecq. Continue to build upon the strong foundation you began at TAMS.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Benham. Persevere through life's challenges. Be ready to bounce back when the things get tough.
Hello, I'm Mr. Henry. This is something that I wish I had known more and trusted myself to do this, and that is to trust your intuition as you walk your path and be ready to ask for help along the way.
Hello, Mr. Hersey here. My quote is, "Leaders become great not because of their power, but their ability to empower others."
Thank you, TAMS staff. At this time, we will now recognize the Thornton Academy Middle School class of 2022. I'd like to ask Mr. Whiting and Mr. Hersey to join me on stage.
Thank you, Mrs. Robert. Will the first row please stand? Cameron Abbey. Taylor Ackerman. Olivia Albert. David Ambrose. Ryan Bach. Corey Banville. Sophie Blanchette. Blake Bolduck. Addison Boucher. Samuel Booley. Adelaide Bracey. Eliza Brochu. Adeline Berman. Caden Butler. Diego Camarena. Lauren Carrier. And Gregory Cassavant. Will the first row please be seated? Will the second row please rise? Gia Chase. Chantel Chen. Anna Cook. Austin Cook. Lila Kotsis. Devin Cushman. Joshua Donegan. Braden Dwayne. Joshua Doobie. Madeline Doobie. Olivia Doobie. Kylie Dumont. Emma Ukaitis. Olivia Fredrickson. Alexandra Gaines. And Lucy Gellis. Will the second row please be seated? Will the third row please rise? Hyana Griswold. Claire Guillereau. Madeline Guimond. Madison Hamp. Lily Harris. Hersey. Braden Hooper. Bo Hubbard. Addison Huff. Devin Hurley. Dominic Hussey. Colin Jakimowitz. Ronan Joyce. Yoon Kim. Jillian Kirkle. Lillian LaChance. And Logan Landry. Will the third row please be seated? Will the fourth row please stand? Lillian Lavery. Emma Leach. Shatane Lee. Aiden Layton. Lindsay Levesque. Dexter Lonian. Joseph Maloof. Dominic Martin. Emerson Nassy. Carly Pelletier. Lucas Pettit. Aditi Prasad. Nevaeh Ranala. Andrew Reiki. Lance Romarijo. And Jacqueline Scully. Will the fourth row please be seated? Will the final row please stand? Broden Shaw. Elijah Shaw. Olivia Sorois. Kaylee Susi. Jack Squires. Sophie Shagru. Tyler Talamelli. Rylan Tibbetts. Libby Town. Benjamin Townsend. Margaret Tripp. Layla True. Winter Williams. Maximilian Winans. And Tyler Dervis. Will the final row please be seated?
Let's give one more final applause for the class of 2022. You all have a lot of fans. Thank you. I would now like to invite Headmaster Menard up for some closing remarks.
Good evening. It's wonderful to see all of you together here this evening as a class, and for all of us to be able to come out here in person and celebrate this very special event. Let me begin by extending congratulations to each of you on your success in reaching this important milestone. You can relax now, you've all made it, and it's my pleasure to welcome you as incoming members of the Thornton Academy High School Class of 2026. You are already members of the TA student body, but now you are high schoolers. Finally. I know that some of you may be sad that you're leaving TAMS, and TAMS is a great school. But I also know that you are really going to love high school. And Mrs. Roberts said you can visit TAMS anytime you want. The upper school is the most comprehensive high school in Maine, and it will provide you with a world of new opportunities and choices. We'll encourage you to spread your wings and try something new. A new academic course, a program in the arts, an athletic team, or a student club. The choices and opportunity for you are endless. And there will be many opportunities to make new friends as you join students who will attend TA for high school from over a dozen different towns in southern Maine, different states, and students from around the globe. You'll cherish the memories and friendships you make in high school for the rest of your life. You are fortunate to have skilled and dedicated teachers at TAMS who have prepared you well for the transition to high school, and you will be successful. We see it every year. At today's fourth quarter recognition ceremony, it was encouraging to hear students who found success in the classroom, on stage, and on the athletic field. We want all of you to be well-rounded young men and women. But even more encouraging was to hear of students who were invested, students who grew in character, and learned to persevere when things got challenging. Having that determination to stick with a task or step up to a challenge will serve you well in high school. I hope you enjoyed the summer and return to us in the fall, ready and eager to become active members of the Thornton Academy High School class of 2026. Congratulations once again. I wish you all the best. Have a great summer.
Thank you, Headmaster Menard. Once again, congratulations, 8th graders. I'm very, very proud of you and all of your accomplishments. Students, please stop by the quad outside of the cafeteria before leaving this evening. Take a photo by the 22 that is out there. This is an official welcome from the TA Arts Department, and they'd love for you to grab a photo out there. This concludes our ceremony. Please join us for light refreshments in the atrium and some photos with the faculty and staff. I hope you all have a healthy, safe, and wonderful summer. Students, you may stand.